Hey guys, how's it going? So for this video, I want to discuss and analyze the plot of Kim Wexler heading into the 9th episode of Season 4 of Better Call Saul, specifically in regards to the future of her relationship with Jimmy McGill, following the very surprising plot that transpired between these two characters in the previous episode. Okay, so following the conclusion of the 7th episode of Season 4 of Better Call Saul that featured the 9-month time-lapse montage, I truly thought that the relationship between Jimmy and Kim was rapidly heading towards its necessary and predictable end due to the fact that this montage scene that featured the lives of these two characters appeared to display that while Jimmy and Kim were still technically in a relationship together, they seemed to be effectively living completely separate lives and growing further apart from one another, which even appeared to be foreshadowed at the end of this montage where we saw Kim next to Jimmy fade to black. So that being said, as a result of this appearing to be the case, the plot involving Jimmy asking Kim for legal help regarding Huell's case at the end of this same episode really seemed like it was going to be the event that could ultimately cause this teetering relationship to finally collapse. However, following it looking like this plot involving Huell's case would seemingly be the last favor that Kim would do for Jimmy prior to their relationship ending, in what might have been one of the most surprising moments that occurred this season so far, it seems that this hyper-illegal plot that Kim orchestrated with the help of Jimmy in order to help Huell avoid jail time, in the end actually appeared to rekindle their ostensibly dying relationship, where in the aftermath of this plot, we could see that Kim appeared to do a complete about-face in regards to her perception of Jimmy's questionable actions, and even went so far as to outright tell Jimmy that she wants to do something illegal like what they did for Huell again. And now, after taking all of these details about this plot between Jimmy and Kim into consideration, while we cannot know for certain what exactly was going through Kim's head at the end of this episode in the aftermath of this plot, in my opinion, I think that Kim's storyline involving her mounting apathy for her work for Mesa Verde, and for that matter the entire legal profession that has been taking place over the course of this season, has in many ways been subtly foreshadowing this apparent extreme change in Kim's own reason for being in the plot of Better Call Saul, which now seems to have been even further accelerated following this plot involving this scam with Jimmy, which also appears to have made Kim think back to the real rush and enjoyment that she received from scamming Ken with Jimmy in the plot of Season 2 of Better Call Saul in the episode entitled Switch, which as a result, following this plot with Jimmy in episode 8 in Season 4, may have caused Kim to reconsider Jimmy's proposal that he stated to her in Season 2 in the same episode.
That's a keeper.
Thank you. Victor with a K.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if we could do that every night?
Yes, it would. But we can't.
And now, taking that premise into consideration, while this rush that Kim got from pulling off this scam with Jimmy in this episode in Season 4 now seems to have also made her reconsider her entire future, at the same time, while this is of course only speculation, I wonder if all that Kim has certainly risked in order to help Huell this season, which easily could get her disbarred or even arrested if ever discovered, will in the end come into play at some point in time in the future in regards to wrapping up her storyline in the plot of Better Call Saul. And with all of these details regarding this plot involving the future of Kim Wexler being taken into consideration, while prior to this most recent episode I really thought that I had a good general sense of how the relationship between Jimmy and Kim was ultimately going to end, now, following this apparent major development in Kim's raison d'etre, I am now really absolutely perplexed in regards to what is going to be the ultimate fate of Kim Wexler in the plot of Better Call Saul, whose plot following this episode really seems to be much more open-ended in regards to how her relationship with Jimmy is precisely going to end. And as a result of this, due to the fact that we could seemingly endlessly speculate on what the exact details of this plot involving Kim will have in store for us in the remaining episodes of Season 4, I absolutely cannot wait to see what direction the creators of Better Call Saul will take this plot between Jimmy and Kim in these final 2 episodes this season, as it pertains to the fact that we know that their relationship is eventually going to have to end. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and also want to see additional analysis of the current 4th season of Better Call Saul, then definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos where I discuss and analyze the plot of the remaining episodes of Season 4 of Better Call Saul. As always, my name is Anton Jackson, thanks again for watching, and thank you so much for supporting this channel.